rolling. Episode 103?
103.
100. Is it 103, 104?
103.
Okay, 103.
KJ 103.
There it is. Back to the
OYZ.
What?
Oh, I like that.
But we use an S, right?
We should do
Are we? Yeah, we're not that cool to use a Z.
boys logo that looks like the old KJ 103
KJ
logo
103.
with the triangle. Super
Yeah.
80s.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's going on, guys? You guys are super amped today.
I did some energy drinks.
Wow.
I mean, that's really what it is. When you drink an energy drink, you're drinking a fucking drug. Caffeine is a drug.
Of
It is
course.
the most
But
common
what
of
you
drugs.
had didn't have caffeine in it.
Yes,
When
it did.
Oh, mine
Dude.
didn't.
Mine had 300 milligrams of caffeine.
Wow, mine had 0. Mine was full of vitamins.
How many milligrams are in a cup of coffee of caffeine?
I think like 4.
You think? Is it 4? Is it 10? Is it 20?
I think it's. If I had to bet, I'd say 35
I'm gonna say 20
How many
milligrams of caffeine. Yeah.
in a standard cup of Joe.
I mean, I'm sure it depends on the bean and the brew, the two B's, the bean and the brew. But I guarantee there's an average out there. Whoa, higher than we thought.
Wow,
95.
95.
So I basically drank 3 cups of coffee.
Nice.
Okay, not only did you drink 3 cups of coffee, but you drank them in the time that you would drink 1 cup of coffee.
Sure.
So it's not only 3 times stronger, but it's 3 times quicker. So 3 times 3 is 9.
Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh.
I am trying to sound smart by putting mathematics at the end of the sentence. And also, it's divisible by 8. So, I mean, that's how you know.
So,
Number talk with boys.
yeah, just talking numbers. I am loopy, tired, beat down.
Ran ragged.
I'm run amok.
What do they call that?
A chicken with its head cut off.
Hung up to dry. What do they call that? Run ragged and hung wet.
Rode hard and put up wet, Josh.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Rode ragged, thrown on the ground, moist.
Throw
No.
mama from the train. I'm tired.
See, I always heard that it was fucked hard and put up wet, which is
Well, that's what it's.
Yeah.
That's what everyone's saying.
right.
She was like she was fucked hard and put up wet.
Which
That's
is-
such a shitty thing to say.
Dude, and also paints a way worse visual picture than rode hard, put up wet. That's a horse joke.
Yeah, it's a horse
It's a
term.
horse reference. At
Horse
least.
reference.
But fucked hard and put up wet. We don't know what wet is in that scenario.
But it means like you were just hung out to dry you're just there to soak in your spoils.
But when you're talking about the horse, it's like, take care of your horse. You don't, you ride the horse hard, you put it up wet. No, dry that horse off. It's a caring thing. But the other one, not so much.
What if you were talking about like a dude? Like if a dude was rode hard and put up wet, that'd be worse. I see like him just like hung up on a hook for some reason, just
hooking.
and his penis looks like when you're walking in the woods and you find old snake skin. It's like that.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
But see, I thought it'd be much wetter. I thought it'd be like when you take the laundry out of the washer and put it in the dryer, and there's always that sock that's gone rogue
Yeah.
and just
sock.
falls
You
out.
hear it? It's just like, and you're like, I'm picking up a wet sock now. Gross.
Or what's even worse is you don't hear it. You stuff your clothes in the dryer, start that joker up, come back an hour later, you got all these nice fresh clothes
Yeah.
and a cold wet sock.
Wet sock.
Is wet sock a term that people use? Like he's a wet sock.
It should be.
Like if somebody's like a bummer, like he's party with wet sock.
He's a real wet sock.
I swear to God, that's
I
the term.
picture just a homebody that jerks off a lot. He's a wet sock.
Wait, he keeps his sock wet, if you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
dude.
Fucking gross.
dude.
never allowing it to crust.
Dude, you know Derek? Total wet sock.
Dude, keeps his sock wet.
Keeps his sock
That's
wet.
disgusting.
It is. But
Imagine
have
the
you,
smell.
Yeah, super bad. Probably. Like, But have you ever
Bleaching Fritos.
I mean, I know you pretty well now, and I'm sure this hasn't happened in a long time. Happens to me.
All right.
Because I am irresponsible. So I've got a lot of clothes. I don't have as many shirts as Robbie has.
Are you going to say you wore a wet sock on accident?
No.
Okay.
Kind of. So shut up, computer.
But it's the fucking NSA.
Yeah,
They're
no,
coming
fuck that,
for us.
yeah.
What were those
They're not
words on
about
the
to-
screen?
I don't know,
All
just
right.
jargon. So, but have you wore like worn all your clothes, right? You wore them all, and you're like, you're on to your last.
You rode them
like,
all hard.
Yeah, you don't even have any underwear left. You've got shorts and like an old shirt, like not even cool old, like shitty, and you're like, man, I really got to do some laundry because I have like a date tomorrow, like tonight, and you're like, you're mad dashing to wash your clothes, and you're like, you have your outfit that you know you're gonna wear, so you're like, okay, I'm gonna take this out first, like mess with this first, and then you put on your shirt and your underwear, and then you put on your socks, and then you put one over your foot, and then it's just like a wet sock, and you have to walk around in this date with just a sort of moist sock.
You know what I would have done?
Yeah.
I would have said, fuck it, I'm going sockless.
Oh, on a date?
No.
You never go sockless on a date.
You're gonna wear a wet sock. It's gonna make that fart noise. Your feet are gonna.
No, it's not. It doesn't make the fart noise, Josh.
It does to me. It
It's
does
a little
to
damp.
me.
And like normally, like I have a nice pair of boots that I normally wear when I try and look cool. So like I can't wear no socks and leather boots. That's gonna smell
Just
so good, dude.
At that point,
like cheese.
put on a pair of dry dirties. That's what I would do.
Dude,
Yeah,
put
you
on a pair
recycle.
of dry dirties.
No, because
Or at least one dry dirty.
you don't want to put on some crusties while you got leather boots on, because then that your foot's gonna get warm because you're in leather shoes, so it's just gonna heat up that.
You trying to boot dry? Like you're using like the natural heat of your foot to dry your sock.
No, it's just a thing I am now having to do because I procrastinate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not like fun.
Yeah.
It's just
You didn't
so
plan
what are you guys
well.
doing? Yeah. No, I didn't.
I'm not walking around in a wet sock. Now,
Yeah.
is the wetness a result of the sock being balled up?
I think so.
So the middle doesn't get dry.
You gotta
Yeah.
pop them out. You gotta pop those socks
You
out.
gotta pop your sock.
You do.
Yes, you do.
That's yeah.
I thought you were
that's
gonna
the
be
only
like,
reason why.
You ever got up and like reach for the wrong sock and put it on and it was the wet sock and you have to wear a cum sock around all day?
No.
I love that movie, The Man with One Wet Sock.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks, right?
Tom
yeah,
Hanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was
The man.
Yeah.
Or like
I don't
Tom
know.
Spanks.
his
Cum.
own penis
Yeah.
in a sock that he wears later.
Yeah, I don't wear wet socks, dude. But
Yeah.
I do, man. Speaking of socks, I wore a pair of socks today with my sandals.
Right.
Socks and I got some Birkenstocks when I was in Colorado, like a true head,
Now
like a
he's-
dead head,
Right.
you
But
know?
You're a
Okay,
Birkin sock today.
But it's the thing they tell you not to do. You never wear socks and sandals,
Right.
but you do. You
Yeah.
want to know why? And I know
I
why,
did.
I know why you do.
Why do I?
Because feet are fucking, as discussed previously in the podcast, the feet are gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to show your
then
feet
don't
to your
buy
coworkers.
sandals. Don't buy sandals then.
But what if you got socks? What if you got a wet sock you need to air out?
But
what a
then you-
better way?
Okay, I love you, Robbie, but you do not wear fucking socks with sandals.
Hold on.
But
no.
Birkenstocks aren't
Shoe
sandals.
They aren't.
It's not like it's like a
Bro.
Nike.
You're not,
you can wear
not
okay.
ninja toeing it.
Cut. You can wear socks with two sandals in the world.
Okay.
The Nike slide. You're
Yeah.
going for that athletic look. You got some cool socks on with those
That's
sandals.
what I was going to say. That's popular with
Socks-
kids these days.
yeah.
Slides and like tall socks.
Absolutely. Now the Birks, I know is a stretch. See, I call them Birks now because I'm a deadhead.
But aren't the Birkenstocks just the slide for the hippie?
Let's look at it. I got it right here.
It's the slide for the hippie.
Let's look at this.
Yes.
God.
That's made for a sock. That is made for a nice, thick, gray, orange, like one of those woolly, like middle-aged lesbian
'Cause
socks.
if you're to put your-
it's perfect for
If you were to
it.
put your bare
That's
foot
what
in
I
there,
am.
there's gonna be a lot of action,
Rattling around.
a lot of rattle.
Yeah.
Not a tight fit.
Well, I mean, I keep my sandals tight.
Isn't
just to let you know.
Isn't there a strap? You can make them tight.
That's as tight as they go.
What, you checking my holes, dude?
I just did.
You checked my
Just
holes.
checked your holes. He's got them on the lower setting.
No, I don't,
I need to see if he's
actually.
got wide feet. Tall feet.
There's one more hole. There's one hole on each.
Yeah.
All four. All
He
four
got real
buckles.
defensive there.
Yeah,
Now there's one more hole. I do not have tiny feet.
I do. It's on the second to last hole. These are size 8.
8 in Birkenstocks.
8.
You hear it here first.
Yeah, I got little feet. Little dick. Me, average dick.
Yeah.
For the record.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of
Ladies.
average dick, it's funny.
What's that?
I still have that 2 average dicks lighter. Like, it's floating around. I always know where it's at, but it's never here anymore. I left it at the office, and Jason came into our office today, and he was like, do I want to know what twoaveragedicks.com is, Dylan? And I was like, yeah. It's just a podcast. And I was like, it's just an old podcast. And he was like, okay, good. Because I thought it was either that or it was weird.
Yeah, it could be one of two
very
things.
sexual.
Yeah. Two average dicks.
It's like when you Google wet sock or wetsock.com. That could go one of two ways.
Yeah.
You know, I like my pornography and my non-pornography. I like there to be a nice broad stroke in between.
Yeah,
I don't need ambiguity. Ambiguity. Excuse me. I don't need that.
You don't need ambiguity?
You know what? Though?
Wetter sock.
Wetter sock.
Yeah, wet sock was taken. I had to get wetter sock.
Wetsocks.com.
Wet
I bet they're
whoa.
squish. I bet I've not seen anything like that in a very long time.
Squish.
That looked like old school internet.
I bet I know. They're water socks. Wet socks are lake socks. Those little shoes.
No, those are water socks.
But they're shoes.
Oh, here we go.
Those
Wet SOX.
Oh, a different spelling.
No, I don't want some wet socks in my life. Sorry, guys.
Squeeze that and tell me how much that is.
Shut up now.
Squeeze your mouse. That is not how you do it. You click it.
Dude, I got an idea.
$45
Those
for
are-
a pair of socks.
Those are some dope socks. Those would look good in some Birkenstocks.
I bet.
Real good, especially with that toe.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, we should start a podcast and talk about socks.
We're doing it right now.
Dude, it's amazing.
Okay.
Well, okay, so we're on socks.com,
Yes.
where you should go after you've checked out your wet socks. Boyspodcast.com, hub of all things boys. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Flawless segue.
Thanks.
Boys Podcast available on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube. Rate, review, subscribe, share it.
Email us at boys@boyspodcast.com. Send us some feedback, include your physical address at the bottom of the email, and we'll send you out some stickers. Again, that's boys@boyspodcast.com.
Thanks to all of our sponsors, Anthem Brewing, Fat Bison. Do you want to talk about Matt's dick?
Not today.
Okay, cool. And yep, that's it. Dope.
Lastly, thank you,
The wet sock.
guys, the listeners, donations, your feedback, your love. We love. Thanks for the wet sock we got in the mail. That was really
How
great.
did it stay wet?
I don't know. It wasn't a Tupperware, so it always stays fresh.
Ugh. Hold on. That just brought up a memory.
Tupperware?
Sorta. Did you ever hear in your life some dude or somebody allude to, hey man, I kept her panties in a Ziploc bag to keep them wet or to keep them, quote unquote,
That is
fresh?
such a
No.
90s dirtbag thing
Yes,
to say.
dude.
It's such
That
a
is
dirtbag.
It's a Bobby Budnick thing to say, but like the real Bobby Budnick.
Yeah, not
You know.
salute your shirt. It's like what happens at night at camp. I hope I finger banged her and then I kept her panties. Like,
Bobby Budnick after dark.
oh boy.
I'm sure it's happened, but like when a girl leaves her panties in your room or something like that, do you wash them?
No, I wear them on my face like Bane, dude. I never. Once I get home, I put them on. I'm like a reverse Batman. Get home, put them on.
Yeah.
Never take them off. Just wear them around the house.
Nice.
You don't? You don't sniff?
I mean,
Do you sniff?
Okay, here's the thing. I didn't say that, but
I've been known
I don't wear
to
them on my
sniff
face.
a panty.
Yeah,
I've been known to sniff.
but have you, after you sniff, do you then wash it or not?
No, you sniff, and then you sniff again.
Yeah, but okay,
you just
but
keep on sniffing.
say she's like a significant other, not just
Yeah.
What a
yeah.
random piece of slit.
If a,
I was about to say something.
if a rando,
That's so not me.
If a rando leaves her panties at my house,
Well,
she shouldn't
you're
be
in
leaving her
trouble 'cause
panties.
you have
She
a-
shouldn't be leaving her panties at my house.
right.
I'm talking about back in the day. If she did that, like I would think that was weird. It happened a couple of times in my youth,
Yeah.
and I was always like, either she did this on purpose, or I'm just gonna chalk this up to she left it, and I'm good. I'm just gonna toss those in the garbage.
What?
Yeah, I don't keep.
You throw away them.
Yeah,
You throw away
'cause
panties.
one, I don't want to call them and like deal with all that again. Like if it was like a one night hookup thing or whatever.
Okay.
Like I don't.
What if that's a move? What if that's like a girl move? Like, you know, she comes over, you guys have a one night stand. She was like, I like him. I want to fuck again. I'm going to leave my panties. And then you are just throwing him in the trash.
That's a rom-com maneuver. That's a rom-com maneuver.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes it happens, I'm sure. But I don't know.
Like, I mean, guys do that shit too.
Yeah.
I've never left my boxers anywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave these ass draws in your
because a girl can easily do that. I think I left my panties, and it's kind of cute. But
Right.
the dude girl's like, "Hey, Jenny, I think I left my boxers there." Dude, like, what? You think you left your underwear here?
You got to be something special to leave panties, because in my life it's always been like I left my earrings there, you know, or
my watch.
Oh yeah, a hair tie, you know, any little thing.
A little thing you could easily go to CVS and just fucking get.
Yeah,
you need
for the
this
most
one
part,
back.
totally. But if a girl leaves her panties, she knows they're going to be sniffed, right? Like, I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. We're woke. We're telling it like it is. We're fucking woke as I can be.
Yeah,
I'm as woke as can be.
But as a woman, say that happens, and you're having your morning cup of coffee, and you realize, I think I left my panties over there, and then you just go, well, he sniffed them by now.
Yeah,
I don't want them now.
I don't want them now.
They've been sniffed and then put in the Ziploc bag, put in the nightstand.
But if the guy,
okay, what if she came?
That's like serial killer shit. But kind of hot too.
If she comes back, if she comes back to the house to retrieve said left panties, and the guy just comes to the door and hold on, and then brings out the Ziploc bag they're in, as a girl, I would be like, whoa, like
I'd be like, keep them. That's fine.
What if it was worse? It was in a freezer bag with the part that you can write on, and it was like Stephanie, May 3rd. You know what I mean? Like it was filed away in a deep freeze somewhere.
In a deep freezer.
That women, if that ever happens, you call the fucking cops, because all the other drawers in his freezer are from dead girls.
I bet Kanye West does that,
dude.
Well, not now, but like
that just creeped me
when
out.
he was coming up. You know,
coming up.
You think Kanye's a panty saver?
I think he's a sniffer. If I've ever seen a sniffer,
Kanye definitely sniffs. I don't. He probably does more than that. He's pretty.
What if you made like shoes out of him or something real cool?
Maybe.
Anyways.
Or does he keep him in his big ass jacket?
We should actually start the episode, right? This is just the intro. Talking about some good stuff.
Yeah, this
some raw stuff.
Well, we did talk
Some
about
wet
it was
stuff.
undies. We talked about socks and panties.
Our new sponsor, MeUndies.
Fucking, if there was
the
a better
undies
episode,
you want to sniff.
Yeah, they stay wet.
They stay wet. Gross.
We're getting so many good catchphrases.
It's my They Stay
slogan.
Dead tribute band.
And we
They
only
stay
play,
wet.
we only play in panties. All right.
So
I'm gacked.
I can tell.
I'm gacked on the bang.
I'll tell you what, dude.
Okay.
We're like just under 20 minutes in, and we've said probably more words than we did on the last 2 episodes, I would say.
Probably.
You know what? You guys are lifting me up. I'm feeling better now that I'm in this room with you two.
Feeling lifted.
Is that a Christian song?
If it says "lift you up" in it, I can categorically say that is a Christian song.
Yeah.
Except it's "Lift us up where we belong."
Or the Ryan Adams. That's "Come Pick Me Up," right? I think so. I think that's what it's called. Anyways,
Samson, get me lifted.
close enough.
That's a great one. All right.
Okay. So I got back from vacay a couple weeks ago, as we previously discussed, and
Yes.
you know what I've realized? That everywhere we go is cool. Oklahoma is as cool as any other place now. Like,
Sure.
Are there bigger cities? Of course. Are there a million things to see and do out there that you can't do here? Of course. But relatively speaking, like, I'm fine. I'm fine here.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the laws suck, and some of the people running, things suck, and blah blah blah. It's hot. All those, all those Oklahoma gripes.
Yeah.
But relatively speaking,
Yeah. We have cool stuff.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
For me, fine.
Listen, Oklahoma City, better than shitty, and it rhymes.
Yeah. Oklahoma is okay. Wasn't that the old saying?
That's the license plate, and it's totally fucking true.
Is it still our saying? Is it still our motto?
I think so. And they nailed it.
They
Whoever came up with that, they showed up. They were like, this place, it's okay.
Yeah.
There's some other places over there seem a bit cooler. Here, though,
It's okay.
It's not the worst. It's okay.
Well, no, that's what they were going to do. Like, well, like too many words put on a license plate.
Right.
Oklahoma, it's not the worst.
Right.
It's okay. It's perfect. We should look up some state mottos because I'm curious
Dude.
to see where we rank in the motto game.
Yeah.
Because if we're okay, we should be 25th to 27th.
Well,
Right.
aren't most of them like
How
the
fucking funny would
Sunshine
that be?
State, right? And
Is
Oklahoma is okay.
Oklahoma, but is that the motto? This might just be
I
a
believe so.
clever marketing campaign that really stuck.
We are.
Here we go. Let's go to Oklahoma first. We're scrolling down here.
Oh, they're not numbered. Oh, and it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Go back up. See, there's 2 columns there. Here we go. Right here.
Oh, dope.
Whoa! Labor conquers all things. That is not.
That
No,
sounds...
but that's not right. It's we're talking about what the state is. Like the Colorado is the show me state or whatever. No, show me state is Kansas.
Ohio, with God, all things are possible. Pff,
But they all
These
talk
all
about
suck,
God.
dude. New York's is Excelsior. That okay? That you know what that sound? You know that word has always sounded like to me.
What?
An incel. Is that what they're called?
Oh,
Excelsior?
God.
Yeah.
It sounds like a fucking neck beard or like a crazy person, like
Yeah.
Excelsior. Like I will drink the blood of
Excelsior.
the young people.
Like
you
something
know?
they would say in unison. I was like, and then so it's like, these girls don't want to fuck us. I say we take it back, and they go Excelsior all together.
Can we look at New Hampshire's? Live free or die. Metal, dude.
That's sick.
What?
Go to Google like state nicknames. Maybe
Okay.
that'll
Yeah,
get us
state
closer.
nicknames.
Because those were those not all very archaic sounding? and,
Arcade,
like,
yeah.
evil.
Models, there we go. There we go.
Oh, here we go.
That's
nickname.
the one we
Boom.
need.
Okay.
Heart of
All right.
Dixie,
Okay,
Alabama.
Alabama, Heart of Dixie. That's so good. Okay.
Great land.
California's the Golden State.
Oh, yeah.
Hence the
Okay, let's go. Let's make
Yeah.
sure that this is kosher. Where's Oklahoma?
the Sooner State.
Oh.
The Sooner State. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
that makes
But it
more
is
The Beaver State.
you could do
Fuck yeah.
you could do state license plate. Anyways, Oklahoma is okay. It's fine. It does the job. We're getting some cool things here. We have good coffee shops. We have decent bars. We've got great ma pa restaurants.
This ain't true. The South's warmest welcome, Mississippi. Really?
We established that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be. We're the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Mississippi, simply the worst.
Started at the bottom and we're still at the bottom.
Started at the bottom and we liked it.
Yeah.
So
Started at the bottom and we're cool. It's fine. Like
It's fine.
we have nothing to prove.
right.
No, but going back to the Oklahoma thing, like, you know, big cities are cool. Denver's cool. There's a lot of cool shit to do there. Red Rocks was amazing.
Sure.
All that fun stuff. But like, I'm not a man of. I know they call me Robbie Premium, but I don't really even have. I don't think I'm that premium. I don't think that I'm like too discerning.
You're premium about things that you
Can get on Amazon.
like. Yes.
Yes.
You don't really go out to the restaurants and the bar scene, you know, like you did in your 20s. You don't, but you recognize that the places exist.
I don't really. It's not just bars and restaurants though. It's like I don't really do much. Like I don't go to a lot of stores. Like I just don't have the desire to do that. Like
You could do it all online.
I do, or if I need clothes, I'll go get some clothes and then I'm done with that for a while, you know, and then I'll go like re-up after a while.
Yeah.
But I don't just like go run around to run around. I think I get that from my dad, man.
Your
'cause
dad's
he's
not a runaround Sue.
No. He's a stay-at-home Rob. He doesn't mind getting out and doing that shit, but like it's
If
just
necessary.
not. It's not a calling. Like, dude, if I have a day off, or 2 days off, or 3 days off, I'd much rather just stay at home.
See, I am a drive around.
Yeah.
I'm a runaround Sue.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning. I get super stoked about having a fucking breakfast somewhere because I fucking love breakfast food. And my only chance to actually sit down and enjoy that shit is on my days off. Because, you know, you grab a muffin or a bagel. Or that's not food.
Dick.
Grab a dick out on the way out the door. Blah, 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 blah. Wet sock.
Wring out a wet sock on the way to
Yeah.
work.
But
Wrong one.
And then I like to just go see if there's any garage sales. See if what's happening at Lowe's.
What?
I walk into Lowe's because I like the smell, but I know I'm not qualified to even purchase anything at Lowe's. Anything.
Dude, I almost fucking fought a guy at Lowe's the other day because he was being a fucking asshole. It was me and two other people in a like in an aisle. And you know how they have the giant aisles.
Oh, yeah.
They either have really big aisles or aisles that are too small.
Mhm.
And we were in one of the ones that was too small. And him and his girlfriend or wife or who cares gets in the same aisle that we are as we're about to walk out. And we like turn around and he's walking in and he looks at me and just goes, ugh, and backs out. And I was like, really? Okay. That hard, dude? And just like walked past him and he just like gave eyes to everyone. It was just like, dude, there's an axe 3 feet behind me. Like, I'll end you.
I could be
like,
crazy.
Yeah, like, how are you just gonna?
No, hold on.
A stranger.
I'm trying to picture this scenario.
Yeah.
You were exiting the aisle.
Yes.
And he was coming into the aisle.
Yeah.
You have full range to get the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
You are the
He
pedestrian that has the right of way.
He had just taken his first step into the aisle. I was fully in, bro.
Yeah, if you're coming out of the aisle, I think that you have the right of way.
Yeah, you're exiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stop at an intersection. He clearly didn't stop or see oncoming traffic, i.e. a person walking out of said aisle.
Yeah. It was rude.
He's a dick.
He's
a rude
dick.
person.
I'm not a dick. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
It sucked. I like Lowe's though. I don't just go in there.
I liked you said, go see what's happening at Lowe's. You know
Yeah.
what's wood sales.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what's
Paint.
happening?
Lights.
Yeah. People doing projects for the day, and it's always weird. I also go to Target occasionally. Went to Target last night for a little last minute TP stop. Was totally out, and I didn't realize until I had to shit.
Is there anything worse than being totally out of TP?
Yeah,
But here's the
dude,
thing: I could have
just
fucking.
totally out.
Yeah, when
But-
you sit down, just ready to shit.
But you never think about it. You never think about how much TP you have until it gets down to like the last three, and you go, I should probably. When it gets down to the last 3 rolls, you go,
Hold on.
I should probably go get some.
yeah.
Are you a 3-roll like yellow line? Like when you get to 3, is that the magic number for
Yeah,
you?
3 for me is like
Okay,
'cause
hold
I
on.
know if I remember it now. By the time it gets down to 1 roll, I would have already bought some.
Are you? Is it 1 roll on the roll and 2 on the shelf, or is it 3 on the shelf?
1 roll on the thing and 2 on the shelf.
All right.
1 in the paint, 2 in the stink.
Is that how you wipe?
The backwards shocker.
Sure, it exists.
Yeah.
Wow. No, but so I did that, and I come home. Oh no, I was at Target at like 8:30 at night on a fucking Tuesday. So I was telling my wife this. Target's a very different place weeknights.
Yeah.
They have one register open, and it's just some kid, and there's people there, but it's kind of a ghost town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw multiple weird things. One was a lady with a bat. No one has a cart. This is basket shopping. You're only coming for one thing.
Yeah,
Right.
you're not going. I mean, well, most people, aren't going to.
Well, you left your panties at some dude's house. Like, I got to buy some new panties.
or you got to take a shit.
You
Yeah,
got to take a
definitely.
shit. And so I went to go get shit tickets. I get them. I get that. And I realized, oh, we need an air filter. So I got that. And that's all I have is toilet paper and an air filter.
Hold on. Did you say shit tickets?
Shit tickets.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
You did. I was gonna let that slide, but in my head I was like, "That's really good."
They're called shit tickets. You tear off a ticket.
Several.
Several. And then you fold the tickets.
Yeah.
Dude. Like
That is-
Chuck E. Cheese. dude.
Shit tickets.
That is the best.
definitely
I've never heard that
Dude,
before.
me either.
It took
That's-
a moment to
yeah.
register, and I was like, "That is fucking brilliant."
My father-in-law calls them shit tickets. And
That's
I love
amazing.
it.
I will never not call
No,
them.
definitely not.
Some shit tickets.
Dylan, you gonna pull over, stop and get some shit tickets. We're
Yeah.
out. We're out of shit tickets.
We're out of shit
Dude,
tickets.
my life is forever changed.
It's the best,
Thanks,
right?
man.
Thank
That
you,
was-
Josh.
It's the alliteration that sounds nice. So as I'm walking, I walk by this group that I can only assume are roommates buying last minute shit to make a meal, and
Yeah.
they don't know what to get, and they're
We got 2 dudes.
it's 2 dudes and a girl.
Okay,
Like,
20s.
one's the
Okay.
girlfriend, obviously, and
Yeah.
the other one's the roommate friend,
Yeah.
and they're arguing over frozen food about what to eat for dinner.
Yeah.
And then I walk around that corner, and there's a lady with I just said it.
Basket.
Basket.
Mhm.
She's got a bag of Skinny Pop cheese popcorn, the little things, they're healthy snacks.
Healthy popcorn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she has I can see a thing of mascara, and then she's looking at it's shit in the home beauty or the face stuff, but it's like face washes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then she's going over to the cards, like she's walking across that way to go to look at birthday cards or whatever. I'm like, everyone's getting weird shit. I have toilet paper, and an air filter.
Yeah.
She's got skinny pop cheese shit, a birthday card, and eyeliner. Because she probably went in there. I needed the eyeliner
Yeah.
Right.
for.
So I'm gonna have a little look. I'm gonna see what's going on.
See what's going on.
exactly.
Target. Yeah, and I thought that was really interesting. You find you see the craziest things.
You do. Again, I don't really like going to stores. There's only like 2 stores I like to go to, and they're the most dad stores ever.
What are they?
I love going to Best Buy.
Yeah,
I love electronics, man. I'm constantly surrounded by them. Like I just love that shit. So you catch me at a Best Buy, just seeing what's going
Best
on.
Buy on Saturday,
Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
But
isn't that like
when
one
they
of the...
open? When they open.
I went to Guitar Center. I stopped there maybe twice a month just to check the used section.
See what's going on.
See what's going on at Guitar Center. And then so I was like, I got a little bit of time. I walk over to the Best Buy, pop in, knowing I'm not going to purchase anything.
Yeah.
And I walk around, get a little nostalgic because it's still got the same kind of setup, except there's no CDs or movies anymore.
Weird.
And then I spark up a conversation out of the blue because the salesman starts talking to me. And I'm like, I'm feeling frisky. So I started talking to him. I'm like, you remember when all this used to be a CD? Like, I went total dad, and I didn't realize until halfway in the middle of talking to him, my brain just goes, dude, you are dadding. Get the fuck out.
Dude, that's the same dude that I used to see in a Lowe's or Home Depot, just talking to one of the clerks, like talking about nails or something, And it's like, I remember being like, oh, that guy's annoying. And I am that guy too.
Well, I started by saying, there used to be a CD section over here. Now you're selling, what are these? What are those things? VR glasses. That's weird. And then he goes into a sales pitch of, well, what are you looking for today? I don't know. And I did the voice. I don't know. Me and my wife are trying to get a better sound from the and this doing that. It's like, I'm dadding.
Yeah.
I'm talking about sound in my living room.
Yeah.
You're totally dadding. We all are, dude. I love to be at Best Buy right when they open, just to have a look, just to see what's going on. I'm not buying anything that I couldn't wait for and get on Amazon and like an iPhone cable or something like that. But I just like to go see. I like to go see what's new. I like to just have a look around.
Just see what's going on.
That's it. But I don't go. I haven't been to Target at night in a long time. I haven't really been anywhere at night in a long time.
I used to like going to Walmart neighborhood market.
Sad, isn't it?
At night.
It
is. No, not sad. You just you get your shit done when you need to get it done.
I come home for the night.
Walmart is kind of weird at night. What I was just telling Danny the other day at work. We're leaving the on queue, and I was telling him, man, one of my favorite things to do.
Just go into on queue and just see what's going on.
No, it's when you don't expect it, but you're a little bit, maybe you took something as prescribed and you're like, oh, I got to go get something. And you go to a 7-Eleven, any 7-Eleven, doesn't matter. If you are under the influence of prescription, of your medication that you got prescribed, the world looks like a different place. Have you just been in a 7-Eleven and just kind of
everything's scarier, dude.
Yeah.
Everything is amped up to 10. And you're
dude.
like, is that guy gonna fucking stab me? Is he gonna rob the place? Or what is this girl's thing? Is she cracked out right now?
Or, man, these lights are really bright.
Really bright. Or you start to notice, like, I've never gone to the food section of, like, a shittier 7-Eleven where it's just like one freezer of
with like 2 jugs of milk and 11 eggs.
Frozen
That's
pizza.
it.
Yeah. I'm like, and I'm looking at that and I go, God damn, $6 for eggs?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's gas station prices.
Yeah.
But who is going to buy eggs at a 7-Eleven? A crackhead.
Fucking, yeah.
Who
the
knows
people that don't have $6 for fucking eggs are the people that are buying eggs for $6.
Yeah, they're also buying a $5 roast because they need that.
Yeah, but do crackheads buy eggs? Like,
it's that age-old question.
Ever been a crackhead that is just real good at making eggs? Just like, oh yeah, Pam, she's an old crack whore, but she makes some damn good deviled eggs.
I feel like that's who makes really, well, I don't know.
Crackheads?
Deviled eggs are fucking good.
They just sprinkle a little crack on the top instead of parsley or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
parsley? I don't put parsley on deviled egg.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You can garnish.
Oh.
I love
I fuck with deviled eggs, dude.
I love a good deviled egg.
Me too.
Dude.
Oh, dude. Me too. I got bummed out. Went to a Rose Rock Festival in a small town of Noble, which is the fucking land that time forgot, by the way. It was like a carnival, like Old Timers Day in Choctaw.
What?
Walking around. Yeah. They had like rides and like true carnies with carny games and shit. And a buddy wanted to get a corn dog. So we go to over that area where all that shit is. And I'm walking around just seeing Noble natives And it's not they're dressing 80s style ironically. That's just what they got.
Well, they're stuck, man.
They're stuck in the 19 I'm
Yeah.
gonna guess they're in like the late 80s, early 90s. Dudes had mullets, but not ironic fashion mullets. They were just mullets.
Well, you get into smaller towns, and by comparison, Oklahoma is a smaller town than let's say like an LA or a Chicago or something like that. We are behind them,
Yeah.
and so we're just leapfrogging. Those mullet guys you're talking about are like 2 steps behind them, 1 step behind us.
No, but not to fucking toot my own horn because I don't like doing that, but it was only because my buddy said something about it. I'm wearing like skinny jeans and like Chucks, like my CSH. And my fucking cool kid glasses.
Your classic Montgomery look.
The shirt, the tie, and like we're walking down like the street, and my buddy's like, "Damn, dude, you keep getting eyed by these noble moms." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, look at you." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, they don't see dudes dressed like this in town.
Picture this, if you will. Small town mom. Husband's working hard all day, coming home. They've probably been married a long time, have a kid or 2, maybe 3. She's not getting the goods, man. She's getting the wet sock once a week.
Yeah.
So a young man, Randy Owens Jr., if you will, very, very fashionable, well put together young man, cares about his appearance.
Yeah.
Cares about his appearance.
Sure.
Walks into this small town on a dusty Saturday afternoon for the Rose Rock Festival. Of course you're gonna get some looks, dude. Like,
it was interesting.
Let me ask. Did you sniff? No. Did you strut at all? Did you
Well, after he told me, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking
stick your cock out?
Yeah, I whipped it out, put it in a wet sock.
Did you feel it?
Oh, it felt good. It felt good to see older cougars, if you will. Yeah,
okay,
it was nice. But but being at that festival was super nostalgic just to see all that shit. But what I was gonna say about Noble and going there was we went to this only one place you can drink a beer in town because it was dry. So we go in there and they had it was an old barbecue pit, and their whole menu was just giant dry erase boards. And on sides, they had deviled eggs for 99 cents, like for a bunch of deviled eggs. And I was like, fuck yeah, I don't care if you put meat in them. I want, because I know those are going to be bomb ass deviled eggs.
Yeah.
And she goes, we ran out. I'm like, well, fuck yeah.
Oh, no. You didn't get the egg?
I'm so bummed.
Yeah,
I wanted an egg.
That sucks.
I make some dope deviled eggs.
Yeah.
I make regular, and then I make these ones with avocado inside instead of the yolk.
Nice.
And then a little salsa on top.
See, that sounds healthy. That sounds like a healthy option.
It's dope. It's like a Mexican deviled egg.
So-
it's like
That's dope.
You basically make like a guacamole.
yeah, it's guac. Guac with a little onion. A little tomato, and then you can put a little dash of hot sauce or salsa on top.
Sure.
Pretty dope.
I love deviled eggs.
Mine
They
are
make you
not
fart.
good for you.
They're not? Oh, yours aren't?
Mine are not.
How come?
A lot of mayo.
I don't like to use a lot of mayo. Like, mayo tastes good, but it's bad for you. So I use both mayo and mustard.
Cuts it out.
Yeah.
Cut that shit with some baby laxative.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
Mayo, mustard, and,
Cooking up crack and eggs.
and salt and pepper. I use pickle juice and diced pickles
Oh.
and onions. And then I like to use bacon, like little bacon bits as well.
Yep.
And
That's a good egg.
and then put some nutmeg on top. And it is
Christmas egg.
Wago.
That is, yeah. You put
Just a
nutmeg on
dash.
the deviled egg and the eggnog.
Yeah.
Well, there are certain flavors that are super seasonal, and one is nutmeg. Like, no one puts that shit on anything except
Dude.
for like Christmas stuff, right?
Dude,
No,
I just
have you
got a
had
craving for some nog.
Midsummer nog.
A Midsummer Night's nog.
When you still ate meat, did you ever have a Scotch egg?
No, and that sucks.
That sounds like such a Mr. Belvedere thing to eat.
does.
Scotch eggs, Wesley.
They are. If you're hungover and you eat a Scotch egg, you are no longer hungover. It is
Was there scotch in it?
no.
Oh.
It's
no,
an egg.
it's like a soft boiled egg wrapped in meat, covered in nutmeg, and fried pretty much.
That sounds amazing. I didn't know. I kind of had an idea what it was, but
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I didn't know it had nutmeg.
When I worked
Didn't know
at
it was fried.
S&B's, I don't like if I know that I have to work in the morning, I don't like get fucked up and drink and all this.
Yeah, I do.
But I did this day, and I go to work, and I am like super hungover. I'm like, dude, I feel like shit. Oh my god! And my friend Temple was like, yo, I got something for you, and he made me a Scotch egg with like It was like half sausage, half ground beef, and he like made the whole thing. And I was like, man, this looks ridiculous. And then I cut into that little boy, and it just drizzled like the soft boil yolk.
You're still not
just
helping.
just drizzled out. Oh god, it was so
Like
good.
a wet sock.
Yeah,
Wait, so
dude.
Michael Temple made you a Scotch egg?
Michael Temple made me a Scotch egg.
I would eat Michael Temple's Scotch egg.
Anything
For sure.
I would eat anything that he put in front of me that he made with his
His
hands.
dick.
If he told me it tastes good, I'd put it in my mouth. Like, no joke. Everything
Isolate
he's
that.
told me, everything that he's told me to eat that I've eaten was amazing. Every time. That dude knows. He knows.
He's a good cook. He's a good guy.
He is. I love
Sweetheart.
Michael Temple.
Yeah.
So much. I don't see him enough.
I don't either. I see him every once in a while. I saw him not too long ago. And it was
really?
good to run into him. Yeah. It was actually when we went to was it Dead Meadow? Was he there? It was some show I saw him at. Anyways,
I feel like that's
it's called this episode of Hanging Out with Michael Temple is
I
done.
I think we're at that age, or maybe it's just where the way society is now. I can't really decide which is which. You don't see people as often because you get busy with life. Some people have kids, a wife, a full-time job. Maybe they moved away. But when you do see them, it's like, oh, hey, man, what's up? But I don't care that I don't. Does that sound shitty? Like, I don't care that I don't see you.
Is that the card the lady was buying at Target? Just wanted to write you to tell you I don't care that I don't see you.
It's been a while since I've seen you, and honestly, it hasn't affected me at all.
Or maybe it's better. Like just maybe.
Maybe it's better. I think because I remember back in the day, being like, friends are all. I fucking love my friends. Like your friends are your family. We're gonna hang out all the time. And then there was like the hey man, miss you. And it's like ah.
And next thing you know, you're wandering around Lowe's on a Saturday morning talking to the clerks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's life.
That is life.
That is life.
Until eventually,
Dude.
you die, and then that clerk comes to your fucking funeral. I was like,
The only person. Because you lost all your friends.
because you never talked to them.
I feel like I've met so many people, and there are a handful that I know I'll always want to see.
Yeah.
And then everyone else, I'm just like, nah,
Okay.
couldn't give a fuck.
You know what I always say?
What?
Better to know you than to see you. You know, it's rules to
Yeah.
live by. Better to know you. Yeah, hey.
I know they're there.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You're just a phone call away, and I like to keep it that distance
exactly.
most
Or
of the
the
time.
ones that aren't even that. Like, there's hierarchy of friendship. There's like your best friend, there's your super close friend, and then it kind of tears down from there. And then there's the ones that everyone has. It's the person you think you know their first name, so you kind of say it in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
And but you see them,
Yeah.
around. Oh hey, and you know them through somebody else. They always know your name.
That's the
And they say
fucking
hi,
worst.
and you're like,
I'm
"Oh,
like,
hey,
why
man."
do you fucking remember my name, you square? I don't know who you are.
I don't know. I know your face.
Yeah.
I know you hooked up with my friend like 6 years ago. That's all I know. I don't know who you are.
And that's fine.
And that is fine.
There's a rank under that too. There's the or recognize the person. Maybe you're at a place together. Let's say a birthday party or
Yeah.
get together or something. You know them. You both recognize each other, but you just don't talk
Ever.
Like
Ever. But you make eye contact sometimes and you're like, we should say hi to each other, but you don't.
Yeah.
But
At
that's
all.
okay. So that's the person you recognize them, but you don't know their name.
We work with one.
Hold on. Oh no, go ahead.
Okay, so this dude who works with us, everyone called him my scene doppelganger. 'Cause
Okay.
we both have gray hair. We used to have the same haircut. We were both skinny dudes, kind of the same look. We both wear jean jackets, a lot of shit. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't know who that guy is. And then he started working at our job, and I still don't know his fucking name.
Derek.
Yeah.
What
The
does he
powder
do?
coating guy.
Powder
Powder
coating.
coating, yeah.
Derek. Yeah.
Never met him. We've seen each other several times
Yeah.
before we started working there.
Yeah.
Sat at a table and drank with other people. Almost face to face. Never said a word.
You know why?
Why?
It's your fault.
Should
Derek-
I be the one to say something?
You should. No, I don't know Derek very well, but in this particular scenario, Derek's a quiet guy.
Yeah, Derek is quiet.
Awesome dude, but he's just not super outgoing. You, on the other hand, you're strutting down the Rose Rock Festival with your dick hanging out.
So do I
Take
do
charge,
the dad method and go over to when he's working and be like, hey, Derek, we've seen each other a lot and never said hi. I just want to shake your hand.
I feel like it's too late for that. I
Yep.
feel like what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to start out tomorrow. When you walk past each other at work, you're like,
Say hey.
what's up, dude?
Say, what's up, Derek?
Yeah.
Good morning. Hey, start with the good morning, you asshole.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I have people like that too, dude. There was a guy that worked at our job that he worked there for a while and then quit. And I never knew his name. And I saw him every single day.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, fuck, dude. And we got past the point of introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But somebody should have stepped up and introduced me. You know? Because we didn't have run-ins. We didn't drink beer together.
Yeah.
We just like, you know, I was coming, he was going.
Yeah.
So.
2 ships passing in the night.
See, Derek's a cool guy. When I first started, I was in like powder coating with him. I mean, like we talked. He was like a really cool dude, but I knew, I was like, man, he just doesn't talk much. He just doesn't. And then when he does talk, he's always really quiet. It's just like I feel like Derek's like cool to. He's like, yeah, I'll talk, but I don't really.
But
care.
that's the thing. He's super quiet, but I see him, and I have seen him everywhere I go.
Yeah, he's a man about. You know what? He's just going to see what's going on.
Yeah.
He is always going to see what's going on. Like, I'll like
just not at Lowe's.
It'll be a random time, like when we're like, you know what? Let's go to the pump. Like the once a month we go to pump. I'll show up. Boom, there he is with a group of people standing with a beer in his hand, not saying a word, giggling. He'll giggle and laugh, but not a word.
He's one of those.
I run into a Northern Music Festival, seen with a group of people, same thing.
Did you nod?
I nodded.
Is that the extent?
That's about it. I don't know if he saw the nod. He was way over on the other side.
You ever done that thing? Oh, I do it all the time where you're like, you see somebody and they know your name, but I'm bad with names.
Yeah,
I always have been. And you just go, like, hey, Robbie. And I'm like, hey, man.
Yeah, dude. Hey, what's up, dude?
Waiting for the signal. Waiting for somebody to be like, hey, yo, Joey, come over here.
Yeah.
Oh, Joey. What's up? Good to see you, Joey.
Yeah, dude.
Big Joey, what's up? Good to see you. Jojo, the Joe Meister.
A few months ago, there's this guy named John, and he spells his name super weird, like with a G. And I've never seen that with anyone else before.
He's a fucking asshole.
Wow.
I mean, I'm joking.
and we went to college together, and like
Gone. His name's Gone.
You know, we used to like sort of hang out in college. Like before class, we would take prescriptions and go to school, which was super, super smart. So back maybe, let's say 11 months ago, I ran into him at a bar, and he 100% remembered my name, just like bang. As soon as he saw me, he was like, Dylan, what's up, dude? I was like, oh, not much, man. But I had a girl with me. My partner was there, and I had to introduce her to him because he introduced him. Like I was like, hey, this is her name, and
which you also couldn't remember.
Right. And
you're like, fuck, this sucks.
You pull out the Ziploc bag and you're like, oh, yes,
yeah.
Stephanie.
And they shook hands.
This is our 2-week anniversary.
Exactly. And they shook hands. And that's where I left it. I was like, this is Stephanie.
No, okay, because what you're expecting, this is what should happen in that scenario.
Yeah.
You say, oh, and he goes, oh, hey, Dylan, what's up? Oh, hey, man. Hey, this is my girlfriend, Stephanie. And Stephanie's supposed to go, hi, Stephanie. And
Which
that
is
makes
what
him say,
Joey.
Yeah.
No, you know what he did? And I know
He
this is
waited
what,
for you to say it.
I know that's what he fucking did. You fucking asshole. He just waited. He was just like, and then when he knew that I didn't know his name, he was like, I'm John. And I was just like, oh, fuck you, dude.
Dude, that...
Dude, that's the worst feeling when you know they know that you know that they know that you don't know their name.
Yeah. That is a Curb Your Enthusiasm moment.
Yeah.
Like, you're like looking at each other like... you know what I mean? Like, one of you raises the eyebrow, the other one raises an eyebrow, and you're just like, it's like a fucking standoff,
No, and then you go,
dude.
John, John.
Yeah.
John, we know each other from, what?
See, I'm a jerk. I'll pull this. You guys met? You guys met?
Yeah, you guys met.
That way you take the name out of the equation.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not even saying Stephanie.
You guys.
Y'all met?
Yeah.
Y'all met? Oh yeah, John, Stephanie. Like I'm terrible with names, and not just people. There's some people I meet once and I will always remember their name.
Dude, I have fucking Mission Impossible Ghost Recon some shit where if I'm at, like someone comes up to me and talks to me like at a bar or whatever, and they'll go to like take a piss, I will get on Facebook or Instagram like, who looks like this guy? Who looks like this guy? Go, okay, good. Steve, man, let me buy you a beer, Steve.
Dude, what? That's overcompensating. You don't have to buy a beer.
Steve Franklin. Steve Franklin, you still working at Frito-Lay? Sit your ass down.
Yeah, you still with Tiffany? Like, it's all right. It's all right.
All right.
Yeah.
On
It's
the
all
about
right.
page.
But
Thanks,
what if you did that once? Let's say you're sitting in a bar and you're madly scrolling and they happen to catch you. Like they walk by and they just get a glance of their profile on your phone right then.
No. And you could save it by going, I just want to make sure that we were friends on Facebook.
That's true.
That's a good
That's
save.
really good.
Dude, that happened to me today at work. I pulled up my Instagram for a second and
it was on hashtag booty.
I pulled it up and I follow this at Virginia Rose girl that posts like erotic art. Like, but like cute stuff a lot. Yeah, it's art. All right.
Yeah.
Is it the?
Would you hand me that wet sock? Anyways. So, but the thing was, is I did one of those things where like I opened the app for work. I was switching to the work account so I could post my social media.
Right.
But anyways, I had it open. So you ever done that thing? I'm going to do it. Like you click the app and then you get sidetracked. So you set your phone down for a second.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling just like this with my phone alive on my desk. And that Virginia Rose girl, it was a drawing of some titties. But like 80s heavy metal magazine.
Yeah.
Like comic book titties out.
Oh. Yeah.
And Jacob walked up behind me. And I looked down and I froze. And I was like, if I reach for the phone, he's going to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he saw it. I didn't turn around or overreact, but I just like said something and then just like reached up and turned off my phone. But I'm wondering if he saw
a titty.
it.
I feel like he would say something. Jacob's pretty.
I don't think he would have. If I didn't overreact, I don't think he would have said anything. He might have just been like, what's that guy looking at?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not like it was like porn.
No,
you weren't looking at yoga pants shit. Like I would be if I was your coworker and I walked in and you just had yoga butts pulled up on Instagram. I'd be like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, but it's erotic art. You're right. It's art.
It's art, Mom.
It's something, you deal with art at work. So you could have been like, I'm kind of getting these ideas for like
circles.
What was that artist's name? The guy who did all that heavy metal stuff.
The
Franzetta. Yeah. So you get Frank Franzetta. Which sounds like, hey, Frank Franzetta, I draw titties.
Yeah, dude, that dude loved to draw some titties, man. What a great job.
But maybe you're looking at that for like, maybe you want to make like a heavy metal inspired pedal.
Yeah, throw some tits on it.
Throw some
That'll be
tits
good.
on it.
Sure,
Not
dude.
tits, but like some Frank
Tits and
Franzetta,
a
like
snake.
some like Viking chick, you know?
Yeah, like a barbarian.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, Frank Franzetta.
he's tight,
Made a lot of money drawing tits.
dude. And if you Google Frank Franzetta,
How do you spell his last name?
Just like it sounds.
just like it sounds.
Why can't I?
F-R-E-Z-Z. Not Z-Z. F-R-E-Z-Z top.
They call me Frez.
Franzetta, there you go.
Oh, it's Frezetta, not Franzetta.
But Frank Franzetta is something NYPD Blue character.
If you Google his art, go to images, it's awesome.
Oh, dude.
He might be one of the tightest artists in my opinion.
Dude.
Yeah, his shit's dope.
It's so sick. And it's timeless because it looks like a Molly Hatchet cover.
Yeah.
But it also looks like a sword cover.
I remember going to the library and trying to like, I would look through Frank Frazetta's stuff.
Dude,
One to
this
see
looks
tits, but two is like,
fucking
dope.
metal,
I want
bro.
that framed on a fucking poster. That's sick.
Yeah.
It's all beautiful oil paintings. It's really cool.
Dude.
But if you see what he looks like, he's just a normal ass dude.
He's not an incel Excelsior.
No. He's just a guy sitting at an easel with a pair of tits in front of him. I mean, could there be a better job?
No.
He did
Mama?
the Edgar Rice Burroughs Tarzan stuff too, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of that stuff. He's incredibly talented. I've always liked his
He
stuff.
knows how to draw a tit right. He doesn't overdo it. They're
Right.
not, and if they are large, they're naturals.
Well,
he draws us when the women are always larger, bigger women.
They're naturally proportioned, and
Yeah.
that's
Right.
what's so cool about it. I miss my calling in life. I do. It is art to me, and it's dope art.
Yeah.
You know.
and it's really well done.
Listen, I like art and I like boobs. So why not smash them together?
Well, I mean, I think every kid.
They're riding on a fucking lizard in what looks like space with just a scimitar and tits hanging out, dude.
No, dude, that is a mutated lizard. Look at those legs.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Dude,
They're riding a battle toad.
fuck yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
That is super crazy. Anywho, but that shit like that and art and boobs. Every young boy, every young straight boy who likes boobs, gay dudes like boobs too. Let's not kid ourselves. Boobs are great all around.
All around.
But every kid wanted to be a boob artist. Every kid drew boobs.
Did you ever draw a boob?
Yes.
I can't
Do you have a piece of
remember
paper?
me just drawing boobs.
Okay, I'm going to outline how I drew my first boob. You go, whip, and you keep the line, and then you go whip.
You draw a W, basically, a lowercase W.
Dot, and then circle around that dot.
Yeah.
Did you circle around the dot?
I circle around areolas.
youngest-
But if you get caught, then you just draw like eyebrows over it. Now those are eyes. I was drawing eyes, Mom.
I was drawing an owl.
I mean, I feel like I drew boobs, but I don't feel like I drew them as much as you did, Josh. I don't know why I think that.
That sounds like an attorney, like Drew Boobs, attorney at law. I like it. I like it.
Drew boobs.
I drew a lot of boobs, man.
Yeah.
I like to draw comic book girls when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Anime. I went through a big anime phase. And again, not in the incel waifu kind of way, but just
Right.
like I actually never watched very much anime.
Yeah.
But I looked at some of the comic books and I liked anime art.
The art of it is great. Like I've been in conversations with anime loving friends. They're like, "Oh, you got to watch this. You get really into this." Like, but I don't like the storyline of a lot of anime because some of it's fucking boring.
Here's the other thing. My problem with anime.
Oh.
It's my audiobook. And
Are you wearing like a turtleneck sweater and like a fucking ascot?
yeah.
With a turtleneck sweater for some reason? Those are two opposing things.
You just have a bulge in your throat. That's all it would be.
A wet sock ascot.
That should be a band.
Wet sock ascot.
That sounds disgusting. And like a gutter punk band. It's perfect.
Yeah, 100%.
Sorry.
My problem with anime is the covers and the art is always better than the inside.
Yes.
And same, that goes for print and that goes for the movies. Like you see the cover of an anime movie or they pop up on Netflix from time to time, like in the new releases. And it's like, dude, that looks fucking epic and awesome. And then you play it and it's like, it's not that it's crappily drawn. It's just not as cool as it's like a video game cover versus actually playing the game.
You have to think about it this way. The budget of anime movies probably aren't that great. So they put detail into the actual character, but all the background shit is super minimal.
It's just a bunch of guys drawing tits.
Well, a lot of the times, like with comics, they have like the writer of like the story writer and everything, and then you have like your artist who's doing all the artwork inside the book. But then like a lot of times they get someone completely different to do the cover. Like, hey, you're a really good cover artist, so we're gonna have you do it.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I'm sure it's the same way with anime. Like
But it's the same with American comic books. Like you look at any modern comic book.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the art on the cover is way better, and it might even be the same artist, but somebody else might color it, or they spend more money on it. Like it's cooler. Like Saga is a perfect example. Like I love Fiona Staples' art. Like she's amazing to me. But and the covers and the insides actually on that one weren't quite as different as, let's say, like an X-Men or something like that. But still, the inside, I mean, because they're cranking them out.
Yeah.
They take more time on the cover. The cover might be a painting.
Yeah, a lot of I have this old Spider-Man comic that's like that, man. Like the cover is an oil painting and it looks super sick, and you open it up and you're like, Like,
it's just a W with dots in it.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, okay. Like, it was still cool because I fucking love Spider-Man, but I was like, man, this cover is super cool. But,
Well, I mean, comics are the one thing, the old saying, don't judge a book by its cover. But comics are the one thing where you definitely can judge the cover by the cover. You know what I mean? Like, if the cover sucks, I'm not going to read the book. I'm not going to read the graphic novel.
The thing is, man, of course, judge a book by its cover. When we're talking comics and books, DVDs, video games.
Well, I don't know about books so much.
Most books have a cool cover these days.
Yeah.
Now, I think that saying was invented when books were like bound and just like, there was just like gold embossing on the side only. And then the middle was just like beige and red or leather,
This is a book. There's words in it. That's it. That's all you got.
Definitely judge a book by its cover these days.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
So that's what we're taught anyways.
Book by its cover. One of the coolest book covers is the Tom Robbins Still Life with the Woodpecker.
Let's see it. You got it pulled up there?
Yeah. It's sorry, still
I'll judge.
Woodpecker.
I'll be the judge.
It's a camel pack. That's what the book looks like. It's dope, and it looks like something a 20-something would buy and put on their bookshelf. You get that with your copy of Naked Lunch. You get it with your copy of Fight Club. You get your
Lord of the Flies.
But it's a cool looking book.
Fight Club.
Fuck yeah.
Green Eggs and Ham.
I found a really cool cover of The Hobbit a couple months ago. It was like leather. It was like a leather book, and like it just said like The Hobbit in like gold, and like there was like embroidering all around it.
Yeah,
It
all
looked
the
sick.
Lord of the Rings books look cool. I mean, especially if you get like the special edition ones that are like, you know, leather bound books.
Mm-hmm.
Those are always cool. Tolkien is to literature what Frank Frazetta is to tits.
You think?
Well, think about the epicness of his.
Yeah.
If Frank Frazetta would paint scenes from the Lord of the Rings books, would be fucking.
Oh yeah.
That's a match made in the
Match
Shire
made-
right there.
Yeah,
Match made in the
dude.
Shire right there.
I hate talking to people about the Lord of the Rings too. Like a lot of people. Like there's some people that I can talk to about it, like Jacob. Like so I'm reading it right now. Well, I'm listening to it. And
But you've read it in the past. Have you read the whole thing?
No.
Okay.
No. When I was younger, of course I watched all the movies. I read The Hobbit, but I hadn't read Lord of the Rings. So I'm listening to them at work. It's just easy to do. So whatever. But so I'm talking to Jacob about it, who has read all of them several times. And it's fucking awesome to be able to just like talk to him about it. But then like you talk to some people and they're like, yeah, I just don't think he was that good at writing because he put in so much detail. And I was like,
descriptive, the thing an author's supposed to fucking do, especially when he wrote it was a long fucking time ago when people didn't have TVs and shit, so they dived into books.
that's what I always that's what I always say. I'm like, you know, he built a genre. Like he built fantasy the way that it is now. And it's like, that's why he put so much detail in it, because you don't know what these trees look like because they are
You don't know
different.
what an elf
No,
is or a
because he
dwarf
invented
is.
it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he set the standard for the Hobbit hole that is, you know,
Yeah.
and all
Right.
that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Elven language, dwarf
Yes,
language,
yeah.
like all
And-
that shit.
Yeah, and people are just like, it's just too much detail. I just don't think it's necessary. It's like, I don't want to talk to you about this because I fucking hate you now. Like, all right, like,
I
we're
will
gonna
say,
fight him in a Lowe's.
I
Yeah.
will say this: we people tend to say, "Yeah, I mean, I read Lord of the Rings in high school." No, you didn't. You
Yeah.
didn't read it.
Yeah.
You skimmed through it at
Yeah.
best.
yeah,
You got the Cliff's Notes.
Yes.
You know, you went on Wikipedia and read about
or
it.
the Reader's
regurgitated
Digest.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You read about it.
I read it. Okay. See, I've read The Hobbit, but I have not read Lord of the Rings for sure. I'm listening to it, and the way that I normally like listen to books, because some people are like, "Oh, it doesn't count. You listen to it." Well, I've listened to the book like double the amount that you've actually read it and didn't pay attention. So, like, you know, it's like, I don't know. But it is a really good series. It's super
Right.
fucking
Like
good.
when someone says they read Moby Dick or Tale of Two Cities, like, you're a fucking liar.
You're boring.
Yeah. No, if you read it and you actually have some poignant thing to say about it, like, dude, come on now. A book that's not meant for you now. It was written in a different time. It's not for you.
When Game of Thrones came out, like the TV show,
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm gonna read it because I'm not a novel. I'm not a novel
Speaking
kind of guy.
incels, George R. Martin, grandpa of the incels.
No, dude, he's
The wet sock.
fucked. There's no way.
Oh, you mean he has fucked?
I thought you meant like he is fucked.
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I don't
George R.
know.
R. Martin fucks.
Yeah.
He takes off those fucking high-waisted light
It
denim
sounds like
breeches.
when he takes off his suspenders, it sounds like.
Yeah, he's lets him fly
And
back.
then, yeah, definitely. They hit him in the
hips fall
back,
down.
blah, blah, hits him in his ass, and then his drawer is just.
But he leaves that fisherman's cap on.
Yes,
dude,
and the
for
glasses, or else he can't see.
Yeah.
Just imagine George R.R. Martin.
Yep.
Is that his name?
Yeah, you nailed it.
All right, just pumping away. Just
He
pump
doesn't.
it
He
away.
doesn't.
I
She
don't have
has
any
to
Game
get
of
on
Thrones
top.
references.
100%.
we've seen the sex scenes.
I'm gonna start a
Like,
white wall. Oh,
Oh, dude. He wrote all those too. He's that dirty fat old man. It's just like,
Oh, a lot of
and
rape
then the
shit?
brother's
Yeah.
sister fucked, and it's like, you're weird. Have
Yeah.
you seen you, dude? Like this is. But I mean, like
You're
it
like the
wouldn't be
Gordon's
any.
fisherman.
It wouldn't be
Like-
any better if like an attractive person
He's a
wrote it though.
swollen
It'd still be
soul. Right.
fucking weird.
No, it'd
like,
be American Psycho if an attractive person wrote it. Not the book, but like it'd be something in that book.
Yeah.
Like it'd be creepy. He's cute. He's not gonna harm anybody.
Oh,
Just
definitely
let him
not.
draw his tits.
Yeah,
you
dude.
know?
Oh,
Just-
what if he's next in the Me Too movement? That would be terrible.
if he was.
If someone was like,
That would suck.
in 1997, George R. Martin put his finger in my boohoo hole.
in my what?
My boohoo hole.
Okay.
I was at a Lowe's hanging out,
That'd be a
See
bummer.
what's going
seeing
on.
what's going on.
Back to books.
Just for reference. That's not what I'm saying. Just to be clear, I don't wish George R. R. Martin any harm.
No, of course
He's
not.
a great man.
He's a great writer.
Yeah.
Great writer.
Okay, so back to the books.
Okay.
You a hardback or a paperback kind of guy?
Hardback, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a paperback to read, hardback to keep on the shelf to make it look like I'm fucking smart.
All right. Fair enough, but you can only pick one.
Paperback.
I'm a paperback kind of guy.
Easier
I like
to read, easier to store.
I love, you know what I love? I love to just bend her back. I love to bend back a
you like
paperback.
bending it back?
The bender backs are good.
I bend it back and read a page at a time.
Yeah.
But then the problem is when you flip it and then you have to read the bent. Well, I'm not reading backwards.
You want to do that thing where you have to turn it a little bit in the corner?
You just rotate the book, get up in that spine.
Yeah.
You know?
The spine that you're slowly destroying.
Yeah.
Hardback's the same way, though. You have to, like, open the whole fucking thing. Like you're a toddler. It's like, boom. Okay.
Oh, and what do you do? No, here, when I picture a hardback, I imagine being at a desk.
Yeah.
Because you open it, and maybe this is from like D&D stuff, but you open it, and then what do? You smooth out those pages. You gotta smooth them out.
Well, now they're gonna like flop over.
Yeah.
On you. You can't have a floppy page.
Nothing's worse than you're reading, and that page just comes a flying back over.
God,
You go,
dude.
I hate it.
I lost my place.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
That's good. So you're a hardback guy.
Mhm.
Well, what makes is it the storability? Is it the durability?
It's the storability, the lookability, the feelability. I don't know, man. I just think they look so fucking good. Like one of my favorite books. It's not a hardback. Really, I mean, it's leather, but it's not a hardback. But I wouldn't say that it's like a fold 'em over. It's like but
It's not a bender back.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, kind of. Because I mean, it's
Oh, you're talking about a trade paper.
No, well, this is like a special edition. It's like imitation. What is it? Imitation alligator leather, like alligator hide.
Oh yeah.
With like, and it's black.
This
and
isn't classified as a hardback.
It's like the Necronomicon kind of a thing, right?
That's the book. Yeah.
Okay.
I have that one. Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
so it's like but I don't know.
I mean, when you have a book like the Necronomicon, it's gotta be the cover. It's gotta be tactile. It's gotta feel like remember Bible covers?
Yeah.
Like people would have like
That's what
quilted Bible covers.
It's kind of what it feels like too.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this.
But
is
think about that. The Necronomicon's like the Book of the Dead, right? It's an evil book, and it does have a Bible cover, and it's fucking human flesh. Like that's
Right.
Well, that's a different. That's like the movie Necronomicon. It's a different book.
No, but I'm saying it should have a creepy cover, like some sort of animal skin or something squishy.
Some sort of skin-like feel, leather at least.
Yeah.
At least leather.
And that's what
At
this
least.
is. It's fucking creepy. It's like black leather with a gold like idol of Cthulhu like etched into it. It's
Nice.
fucking creepy. The first time I saw it, I'd never read any H.P. Lovecraft, and I was like, "What the fuck is this evil ass book?" And my roommate was like, "Oh, it's Lovecraft, dude. You should read that." And I was like, "Okay." So I read it, and then I just kept it. And then when I moved out, I was like, "Fuck, I forgot. Like, here's your book." And I was like, "I've read it like 3 or 4 times now." And he was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "You can just have it." And I was like, "Oh, thanks,
You know
man."
what? You know what it was? He never read that book. He
No,
bought
he
it because he
did.
was like, "This looks cool as shit. I'm gonna put this on my shelf."
Yeah.
It sounds like a horror movie. Like he's like, no, keep it, man. Keep the book.
No. You read it? Oh, you weren't supposed to read it.
Yeah.
Now you have to keep it. Get that shit out of my house.
All right. What's your favorite book?
That's a tough one. I mean, it's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
No. Not your favorite book, but like your favorite book. Like the book that exists that's your favorite. Not the book that you've read, but what's your favorite book? If you had to pick one book, what would it be?
Like, okay, we're talking about like the physical properties of the book, or like, or the actual story of the book.
Like just the book as it exists in what is known as like this dimension.
What do you mean by that? Are you saying like?
All right, let me start.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite book is the book from the Never-Ending Story.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that is a sick book.
Well, it comes with a sick medallion.
Yeah, and it was like 2 snakes like eating each other, and
Fucking.
that book was like leather and huge, and what you could do with that book, that's the dopest book there is. Maybe, I mean, second best. The Bible is probably the best,
That is a
like
dope
overall. But to me, the Never-Ending Story book.
Holy shit. You just made me think of something. There was a movie or a TV show about a kid who had a book that he can, it would not Never Ending Story, but he would open it and he would go into the book.
That is Pagemaster.
Pagemaster.
That was one of my favorite fucking
I'll
books
say that
with Macaulay Culkin, dude.
Yeah.
Like a young Culkin?
Yeah, a little young boy. It was like the movie started out was like he was like this fucking nerd, and like he like drove to a library in like a storm, and the librarian was the doctor and Back to the Future, and so he's like
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, there we go. And so he's like at the library and he's like asking about books and
Oh, you need this book.
exactly. It was like that. It was like that. And he finds this book and he like takes it off the shelf and he's like soaking wet because it was like raining outside. He was riding on his bike. He falls off of the ladder with this book in his hand and like falls on the ground, and then he just like becomes a fucking cartoon. Like it goes from like live action to a cartoon movie. And dude, that movie was so tight. It was so good. It was one of my favorite ones.
That's your favorite
forever.
book?
I mean, I'll say if you can go into it, that's pretty dope.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was a pretty sick book.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
What was your favorite book?
I don't know.
As it exists in this dimension.
I do think that like the Evil Dead Necronomicon is pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
it's human skin
Yeah.
and like a fucked up face, and when you read in it, demons show up.
Yeah,
like,
and it like moves and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good book.
That one's cool. Or like, I don't know. I like the Monster Book of Monsters from Harry Potter because it is a monster. It's pretty dope. But the Necronomicon's cooler.
What's up with those books in certain movies? You'll see them in like an old library scene, or maybe like in a wizard's tomb, perhaps. A wizard's tomb.
Hey, man.
Metal.
Yeah, dude.
But it's like the book it's about the size of, a large book. Let's say it's like 8.5 by 11, right?
Sure.
But it's super tall. Like it
Yeah,
has the
dude.
longest spine, and like it like folds down as you
Yeah.
turn the pages.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, no one ever printed a book like
Yeah,
that.
that's completely
It would be
unnecessary.
volumes.
You mean like a thick book?
Like if the book was on its back
Yeah.
like this,
It would stand this
It
tall.
would be no,
No,
like
they're
10
like
feet
yeah.
tall.
It's like
You
when
never
you
seen-
open it, it opens up like a fucking slinky.
Oh yeah. Like, one, the spine's got to be made of like titanium. It's gonna get ripped.
Here's the thing: if it's in would you say a wizard's tomb?
Yeah.
He was using magic to read it, so that spine's probably mint condition because he never touched it. You know,
or the book was just
Levitate
like,
that.
like just floating in the air,
Yeah.
like flipping perfectly to the page where he needed to look up his spell.
Only a wizard would
obviously.
make a stupid ass book like
No,
that.
fuck this. Okay, no, you see wizards in movies or witches, and they have like a floating spell book, and they're like flipping their hand and flipping through. I'm like, listen, if you can make a book levitate, you should know your spells, man.
Right.
Like, I fucking gotta look that one up. You're not making some fucking.
No, dude.
But that's an everyday spell.
Yeah, you're not making like chicken tartare or whatever. It's just
I can't delve into this, but you'd be mistaken.
that they don't know their spells.
No, because like
There's too many spells.
okay, all right.
Hey, witches out there.
We're doing it. We're fucking doing it. Wizards keep all their spells in their books, and they have them memorized, but they only have a certain amount of power that they can use at one point. So they have to pick and choose what shit they want to let fly that day. Witches, they have their Book of Shadows, which
Dig
is
to the
all the
ditches.
rituals and stuff that they've like taught themselves and they've done with other people, and you have to write it down so that if like your coven gets like murdered by
spell
terrible
can live
Christian
on,
people, then like your history of your rituals is kept in your Book of Shadows. So that's why like either of those one of them's fake, one of them's not, but
But should they be 10 feet tall?
well, they're not.
They're usually not.
Yeah.
Book of Shadows sounds fucking metal too.
It sounds super metal, but it's like, I don't know, because like
Or it sounds like a fucking bad James Bond movie.
like Anglo-Saxon like witches and stuff, they didn't write anything down in spell books until like their religion was turned into like a terrible thing because they were like hunted down and shit. So then they were like, well, everyone's fucking dying, so we have to make these books of shadows and write down all of our rituals and stuff so that we can all remember them just in case we like die.
Dude,
fucking nerd.
witches had it rough. Let's be honest. Looking back,
Just
witches had it pretty rough.
No, I'll say this.
Pagans,
They're up
pagans
there with
and
the
women.
rest,
Yeah, dude, are you serious? People
we-
are just like,
Well, minorities,
I don't-
et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But witches,
Or just women that weren't married and fucked people, or women who were just being women.
Well, those were witches.
Those
though.
were witches.
Yeah, that's under the witch's umbrella.
The witch's hat. Under the witch's hat.
Under the witch's hat. My second audio
Oh,
book.
it sounds so good.
No, witches had it rough, man.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a witch.
Well, no one talks
It's
about
hard out there for
no.
a witch,
Oh
dude.
my god. So yeah, witches have it bad. It's we're back in that time. But then there's a warlock going. You know, warlocks have it bad too. The fucking men's rights of the fucking 1700s. You know, warlocks, we get shit all the time.
Yeah.
My cousin's a warlock. He got burned at the stake, but no one's talking about that, are they?
Dude, I'm picturing it right now. Adam Sandler as the warlock. And it's like a comedy take on that. Like,
Yep.
it's hard to be a warlock too, you know. This summer.
Warlock.
Yeah, the warlock, man.
And fucking Rob Schneider is the you can do it guy, but he's like a little like devil or something. He's like a some sort of a monster.
Yeah, he's
A
like
familiar.
His little,
Yeah,
he's
He's
his
like,
little
"You
like
can do
nymph
it!"
that he took from hell. Yeah. Fuck both of them. God, they suck, dude. They both made like 2 cool movies, and then they were like,
Watch The Cobbler and you will be converted. It's
no.
Is Rob Schneider in
I've
the
heard that
Cobbler?
it's super, super bad.
I haven't seen it. I just, again, going back to the anime thing, I saw the cover on Netflix and I was like, I let the same sigh out that the guy in Lowe's did. I was just like,
Yeah. Isn't it like
this exists?
Oh, he's got a lot of Netflix movies, man.
But that one really took the cake as
Isn't
far
that
as
like-
coming out of nowhere.
when he
it's-
puts people's shoes on, he
Yes.
becomes them?
It's Click with fucking shoes. That's all it is. And Click was shitty. Click should have been everyone's like, whoa, Adam Sandler is done. Like, he's never gonna make another good movie.
I liked Click.
Funny People
Not
was
gonna
great.
lie.
Or was that before or after?
I
That was
don't-
after.
Yeah.
I think Funny People was after Click.
At the Jedi.
I kind of
Counter.
like Click. It was all right. It was okay. I don't, by that point, I didn't expect much from Sandler. You know what I mean? Like,
he's done his thing.
We
We gave
got-
us Billy Madison.
we got our Billy Madison, Big Daddy,
Happy
and
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 3
Yeah, the
solid
Holy Trinity.
funnies, you know?
But I wish that I could put as little effort into my life as Adam Sandler does and still make that much money.
He's fucking rich.
Yeah.
The dude is loaded.
He's done the same movie a million times. It's like really stupid, ugly guy gets really hot girl. He fucks it up.
Okay, you know
and
what?
has to fix it.
Add that to the list. I liked 50 First Dates too.
50 First Dates is great.
Enough. Again,
50 First Dates.
enough. You know,
I liked it enough. Okay, yeah, I'm going to take back the great. It was good. It was good. It was okay.
Isolate that. 50 First Dates was great.
It was okay.
Like
it was
Oklahoma.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. But Cobbler is not.
No.
What's the one he did where he's a fucking assassin? That's not-
Don't mess with the Zohan.
No, that was a different. Don't Mess with the Zohan was pretty bad. I'm talking about the recent one, a Netflix one. Him and David Spade, just like trying to
right.
save David Spade. Just enough with the Sandler. But you were talking about Netflix and scrolling through it and seeing like cool titles. And if you notice, you know something's really shitty when Netflix changes the title board to something totally unrelated. Like it's not doing well. People aren't watching it. But like we got to really push this show. So
Yeah.
someone will watch it. And it goes from being like this really shitty art done thing to like now it looks like mysterious as fuck, or they make it look sci-fi when it's not a sci-fi movie at all.
They're just repackaging.
They're just trying to draw you in.
Yeah.
It's like a book cover, being tricked by a book cover. Netflix, I've been burned so many times with like, that looks dope. And you read the description, you're like, that sounds dope. And then you play it, and then it's like, this is shitty. What else has this director done? Oh, this is his only fucking thing in a cat commercial from 1998? Dude, fuck Netflix. I'm over it.
That's funny.
Speaking of over it,
Are we done?
we're done.
We're spent.
We'll go make some deviled eggs. That sounds so good right now.
I'm going to text my wife. Scratch that and make deviled eggs.
Fuck yeah.
Because that's how mean I am.
I was gonna say, you ordering your wife around? Hey, the king,
Listen, man.
the king wants deviled eggs when he gets home.
Oh, you slaved over a hot meal? No, I want deviled eggs.
Toss it aside.
Toss it,
Bring
feed
me
it to
my
the dogs.
eggs.
Bring me my eggs.
All right, see you next week.
Bye.